So what's up, YouTube Nation? Yeah, I'm JGott with a commentary. Actually, it's like a video response to the Real Apostate Cow. He made a video the other day talking about PC gamers' priorities when it comes to purchasing games. Like, saying that, we spend a lot of money on our rigs, but we don't spend the full price to buy PC games. So, without further ado, I'm gonna try to put some. I'm trying to put some of his points in the top left corner, and try to rebuttal those, and just sit tight and enjoy the show.
Hey guys, I'm going to ask a question of PC gamers, and I'm going to ask that any PC gamer that sees this video tries to be civil in the comments and actually gives constructive answers. I may be tilting at windmills in that request, but I would really like to see just an actual answer to my question that's respectful and not a bunch of typical dumbass, peasant comments and all that kind of stuff. Can we actually have an intelligent dialogue?
Yeah, we can do this. So he wants to ask a question to PC gamers. I'm a PC gamer and a console gamer, and I think I can answer these questions for this guy. So here we go.
Something about PC gamers that I have found, or not all PC gamers, but some PC gamers that I have found very perplexing over the years, is the phenomenon of what I consider to be mismatched priorities. Now, what am I talking about? Okay.
So, off the jump, he says that we have mismatched priorities. Okay, I invest into my hardware to play said game. So I don't think that's mismatched, but let's keep it going.
These two guys are going back and forth, and one guy was saying how he just got a Titan X, I believe, which is probably, I'm pretty sure, is one of the most recent graphics cards, right, for PC gaming.
So off the jump, just from that guy saying he got the new Titan X, he straight up lied. The card's not even out yet, so this whole section with the Titan X, what he's talking about, I'm just gonna have to skip through because the card's not even out. The card costs $1,000. In case people don't know, it's $9.99, but the card's not even out yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip that part because obviously Joe doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to that section.
Most serious PC gamers that play AAA games on their PC, and that's the key point, not guys that just play Hearthstone and shit, but guys that play AAA games, the multi-plat games that the console guys play, most of them spend a decent amount on their rigs, and you'll get different answers from different people, but I've seen, most guys are spending at least $1,000 or more on their rigs, $1,200, $1,400, sometimes I've heard upwards of $2,000 to $3,000 in some cases, and in some Neverland cases, $12,000. But I'm sure you guys get that joke.
$1,000 or more. Okay, let's see. We got 500, 700, 1,000, 750, 1,500, 800, 2,000 because it's from Dell, 700, 500, 900, 3,000 from Dell, 9, 4. These are all gaming PCs on Newegg.
Anyway, so here's the thing I don't get. Why, if you could spend all this money on a gaming rig, why is it that when it comes to buying games, all of a sudden a lot of PC gamers become tightwads? They become penny pinchers, and they're like, I want to get a deal on that. Like I don't get that. I really don't.
So finding a better value is a bad thing. Just because we may spend $300 to $10,000 on a rig doesn't mean we can't find good values in our games as well. My rig, all the parts in it, I didn't buy those full price. Like my video card, I didn't buy that day one. I bought it later on when it was more valuable in price to me. So, with that being said, one benefit of PC gaming is being able to buy games at a cheaper price. Day one even. I bought Shadow Mortar day one, Dragon Ball Xenoverse day one, both for half off. So, to me, the benefit of PC gaming is being able to find good deals on games that you want to get and want to play day one. So, not that to mention, for a console game to go on sale or to have that same price, you gotta wait to Black Friday or Christmas. That's not the case for PC gaming. You gotta wait maybe a week or day or maybe a few months to get the game at a cheaper price. Most gamers, I would think, don't need to have the game day one, but that's just my perspective of that. So let's keep it going.
I'm going to get The Witcher 3 on day one. You know why? Because my console only costs $400. Okay? Oh, but it's shit. It doesn't work as good as a PC. I can play everything at 10,000 frames per second and an 8K resolution. Okay, fine. Whatever, man. That's great. Okay? But I'm just asking about your priorities as a gamer. All right? And again, don't take this as an attack. I'm asking. I'm genuinely curious about this mentality, because it's not just this one guy in that comment section. I've seen this a lot, okay, where they'll spend a ton of money on a gaming rig, but when it comes to buying games, all of a sudden they get all cheap and become misers.
Now, I can't find the video where he stated this, but I could have sworn he said that he would like to see Steam-like prices on the consoles. I could have sworn he said that. Maybe he said that when he was talking with Black Bond, but I know he said it. And if anybody knows Joe, he's always taking down his channel, coming back up, just like a plant, you know. But it's not an attack towards him. But I could have sworn he said that. So by saying that we become misers when it comes to PC games, well, wouldn't you be like a hypocrite towards this?
Now, just look at it from my perspective, right? A console guy. Let's take a PC rig. Let's go to the low end and say, just use $1,200, which I think a lot of PC gamers, serious PC gamers, spend more than $1,200. But let's just go with $1,200, okay, on a gaming rig. And that's to say nothing of buying future upgrades, new graphics cards. Just go to a round figure of $1,200.
Just go back to 3 minutes and 27 seconds where I proved the point that gaming rigs don't cost $1,200.
A guy can go out and buy a PS4 or an Xbox One for even cheaper, because the Xbox One is $350 right now. Guy can go out and buy a $400 console. It would take him, he would need to buy 14 $60 games, not getting deals on any of those games. He would need to buy 14 $60 games, and doing the math on my calculator takes you to $1,240. So all right, a little bit higher. Okay? So 14 full-price games just to get to what is a very, very conservative estimate for a PC gamer's hardware.
Just to elaborate a little bit more on this topic or this point, the only thing you need is about maybe 8 or 9 $60 games just to be about the same price of a more than decent rig for PC gaming. So again, this 14 game to have $1,240, yeah, that's not even necessary. You know, I find it kind of strange that you have somebody that doesn't even PC game or know what parts are in the PC that wants to do a comparison. It just doesn't make any sense.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll hear PC gamers say, "Oh, the games on PC are cheaper." Okay, yeah, obviously, you know, if you wait a little bit, or if you're getting them on these Steam sales or on these different websites that offer codes for cheaper, I get that, but it seems like there's a lot of PC gamers that, or at least I've seen PC gamers that won't buy games at launch. They'll wait a couple of months or whatever and not play a game they want to play right away because they want to save money. And my question is, you obviously have money. I mean, if you're spending $1,400 on a gaming rig or whatever, you've got money. What is the big deal about buying a $60 game? That's what I don't get.
I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point, but again, if we can get the game cheaper elsewhere, we're going to go and get it cheaper elsewhere or wait till the price drops. As of right now, there really is no reason to get a game day one, unless it's like a multiplayer game, maybe, you know, get that day one so you can just be ahead of the game. But there's no need to get a game day one. Really, there isn't. Some people want to wait until they get all the bugs worked out or whatever. That's just what it is. But yeah, I can speak for myself. Yeah, I have the money to spend to get the game for $60 on Steam, because usually Steam has it at that price. But there's other sites like GOG, Kingwin, G2A.com that have the same game at a cheaper price. It's like buying gas for a car. If I can get it cheaper elsewhere, I'm going to go over there. It's just plain and simple.
I'll be honest with you. I don't want to brag. I don't make a lot of money. I'm not one of these bullshit guys on YouTube that brags about how much money he makes, because I'm not. But, guys, I don't really have to think too much. If it's a game, I'm like, man, I want that game, right? Like The Witcher 3. I'm not going to think twice about spending $60 on it. It's not a big deal. All right, it's not like buying a fucking car. It's not a big decision. Okay, if it's a game I'm really not, I have a very mixed interest in, and I'm just sort of like very meh on it. Well, okay, that's different. Then I might wait for it to come down in price. But any game that I'm like, yeah, that looks good. You know, whether it be Batman Arkham Knight, which I know I'm getting day one. Witcher 3, from all accounts, looks great. All right, so I'm picking up Witcher 3 day one. I don't understand that mentality of I'm going to spend all this money on a gaming rig, but then wait for sales on games. I just don't. Maybe you guys can help me understand. Like I said, I'm not.
Okay, the last part I had to speed up and cut the last like 30 seconds off in the audio clip because the video was pretty much done and he wasn't really saying much at the end. But I'm going to have to try to close this with this because I repeated myself numerous times, and there's just some things that you would get a better understanding if you were actually involved in that community maybe. And it's not a diss or anything, but I'm going to close it with this. My boy King Krampachi said it pretty good. It's not penny pinching. It's just being smart with your money. That's all it is. If you know the game's gonna be on sale, or if you think the game's gonna be on sale a week later, then you're just gonna wait. I mean, there's really no need to spend the full amount day one if it goes on sale, if you know it's gonna go on sale pretty soon. But how would you feel spending $60 day one on any game you bought, and then a week later that same game went on sale like half off? Whether it be a console version or a PC version, how would you feel? You'd be kind of upset, wouldn't you? I mean, maybe you would be. I don't know. But again, this is my first commentary doing this style. It might not be my best work, but hey, I'll get better as the time goes on. But anyways, again, this wasn't an attack towards Joe. Hopefully, I was able to answer some of his questions, maybe rebuttal a little bit. I made this video longer than I wanted it to be. But thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. I'm JGott, and if Joey want to get at me, man, just get tweet me or just do a video response. I don't know, maybe we'll talk it out or something. I don't know. But anyways, I'm JGott, and I'm out.